Sturdy camper floor is a must in a safe, clean, and professional build. Most people overlook it, but it's the foundation that holds everything together. In my video, I show how I built a strong, removable floor for my Sienna and tackled different problems. Sloped floor in my minivan, uneven seat rails, trolley hardware problems, seasonal removability. If you're planning a camper build, this one will save you time. Many van conversion enthusiasts on YouTube opt to retain the original carpet flooring to minimize weight. However, I strongly advocate for installing a hard, easy-to-clean floor as an essential component of any van conversion. A hard floor offers numerous advantages. Protection prevents dirt, mud, and moisture from damaging the van's interior. Easy cleaning simplifies maintenance and keeps your van looking its best. Enhanced aesthetics provides a clean, modern look. Structural support can be used to secure cabinets and improve overall build stability. While installing a hard floor may add some weight, the benefits far outweigh the drawbacks, especially considering the significant weight reduction from removing the original seats. However, you may encounter a few challenges building the hard floor. Let's start with the layout. Minivan walls are not straight, so you'll need to create a template, test it, and then cut the plywood. Expect a few rounds of trial and error as you replicate the van's curved walls. To avoid rubbing, ensure there's sufficient clearance between the plywood and the walls. Additionally, you'll need to create cutouts for seat hardware and the spare tire access point, which is located near the second row right side seat in the Sienna. This will allow you to access the spare tire in case of a puncture. And then comes the uneven floor. The Sienna's sloped floor, designed to provide more headroom for second-row passengers, initially presented a challenge, as that would mean the bed would be sloped too. However, I designed the bed frame to compensate for the incline. Also, it's important to acknowledge that finding perfectly level parking spots is often unrealistic in van life. While leveling the vehicle as much as possible is ideal, it's essential to accept that some degree of unevenness is inevitable. Second challenge is the level gap between the inner and outer rail tracks of both second-row seats. Outer tracks are sitting lower than inner ones. To ensure even support for the plywood flooring, I glued strips of vinyl flooring to the bottom of the plywood, bridging the gap. These tracks now effectively serve as floor joists, providing structural support for the plywood, similar to a traditional house subfloor joists. And make sure to secure it to the van properly. The Sienna's second-row seat rail tracks have hidden metal brackets beneath the plastic covers. These brackets, located at the front and back of each rail, provided convenient anchor points for the floor. I installed weld nuts into the brackets and secured the floor using knob bolts at the front and eye bolts at the back, near the bed. The eye bolts offer flexibility for securing additional cargo between the bed and kitchen cabinets using bungee cords, if needed. To strengthen the plywood weakened by the cutouts for the center console slide tracks, I installed steel angles, but their primary purpose is to serve as a robust foundation for the cabinet modules. These angles are spaced 16 inches apart, and the cabinets are mounted directly onto them and secured with a combination of bolts. Regular bolts are used at the rear, while eye bolts are positioned at the front of the cabinets, allowing for additional cargo securing with bungee cords. To accommodate the bolts, I drilled the steel angles and installed M6 rivet nuts. Curious why I decided to use vinyl tiles? While adding an extra layer on top of the plywood will increase the overall weight of your van conversion a little, the benefits of an easy-to-clean, durable surface outweighs the additional weight. A removable, unglued top layer like vinyl tiles is an excellent choice, as it allows for easy cleaning and maintenance, as well as potential future modifications to the subfloor. To accommodate temperature fluctuations, it's crucial to leave an expansion gap around the edges of the flooring. I used aluminum angles to protect the sides of the floor and conceal the expansion gap. The front and back gaps are covered by the cabinet modules and bed edge trim. Next, episode number 3, the bed. In this episode, I'll walk you through how I designed and built a comfortable, space-efficient minivan bed for two, one that transforms to fit real van life. You'll see the key design challenges I had to solve, how the bed converts into sofa and lounge modes, the tri-fold mattress system and why I chose it, built-in storage compartments, easy access to trunk storage, and an Easter egg, detachable outdoor table for cooking or relaxing outside.